Okay, welcome. I was so energetic. What's going on, guys? Welcome to another video. This week we're talking about vlogging. Here's my 3 top tips on how to make a better vlog. Okay, so I actually tried to film this video I'm filming right now earlier. I'm actually vlogging today too, so check the video out tomorrow in order to see what happened. I just didn't like it, basically. But starting at number 1, Numero Uno, which is actually Spanish, I found out. I met someone last week and they told me, if you're watching, you know who you are. Yeah, my door's gonna start creaking, give me a sec. Okay, so starting at number 1 is planning. So when I make a vlog and when I film a vlog, when I started to film vlogs, there was an element of planning. There was that sort of forethought that went into it before I even started vlogging the day. So I think, right, okay, what am I doing today? Am I going to town? Have I got a meeting? What am I doing? You know, I list out in my head everything I'm doing in that day. Once I've done that, then I try and figure out how I'm gonna sort of lay that out as a story as such. So whether that would be, you know, I'm gonna accentuate the fact that I'm traveling from one destination to another by including some bike shots. I'm gonna insinuate that time has passed by whatever, a time lapse and things like that. These are little things, tiny little things you have to think about, and you start doing, when you start vlogging, you have to think about these things, and these things have to be planned beforehand. But when you carry on vlogging, or when you've vlogged, that's definitely it. When you vlog for a while, you kind of, it just becomes natural and it becomes something you do regardless. It's subconscious in your head and you're like, right, okay, so there's not gonna be much talking for the next 5 minutes, so I'm gonna do a quick time lapse, which will insinuate that I've, you know, traveled a little bit of time. Now I'm somewhere else. It just happens in your head. It's like a subconscious thought in your head. You kind of go, right, okay, now I know what I need to do, blah, 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 blah. This is gonna help me tell the story. It's really hard to explain, but if you start by planning the videos beforehand, when you do your first couple of vlogs, it'll slowly become natural and you won't even realise you're doing it anymore. You just start to do it and it becomes subconscious and you do it anyway. So that's tip number 1. Number 1. I feel like I need to expand on that a little bit. That was really short. So here's a quick bullet point of what I just said. So start the day, wake up in your head or write down on paper if needs be, everything you're doing in that day, like the key events that are happening in bullet points. So whether that be, right, I'm gonna get the bus, I'm gonna go to town, I've got a meeting in town, then I've got to go for a coffee with a friend, then I'm doing this, then I'm doing that. Bullet point the key events that happen in that day. Not everything like, right, I'm gonna get up, I'm gonna brush my teeth, I'm gonna have a coffee, I'm gonna have some breakfast, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that, and that, and that. Don't do that, just bullet point the key things that are happening that day. Once you've done that, in your head, you don't have to write this down, just in your head, just look at that list that you've got, or think about the list you've just thought about in your head, and plan how you're gonna get from one of those key events to the next. Just think about it. So I wake up in the morning, I go downstairs, I get a coffee, some breakfast, then I probably do a bit of work, then I go to town or something like that. And everything I do, I try my best to get clips in between each of those things, insinuating that I'm going somewhere or I'm just about to do something, and the thing that I'm doing normally has music over it, and that insinuates to you guys that I'm just about to do something, which hopefully, if it works, that makes you carry on watching. It's just a way of telling a story, and it's sort of like an artistic way of getting the point across, basically. So, moving on to number 2. So number 2 is a key player in the whole vlogging game industry, whatever you want to call it. It is one of the most important things that you have to have and you have to do, and that's confidence. Now, having confidence within yourself is a tough thing to do, it really is, but once you've mastered it, it just makes everything, not just vlogging, but everything itself, so much easier. So, you know, when I first here's a little insight to what I did in YouTube. Before I did YouTube, I've always wanted to do YouTube, I've always wanted to do vlogs, but I've never had the balls to put them out because I never thought they were good enough. So I'd make vlogs, I'd edit them, they'd be literally ready to go out, and then I'd just delete them and not do anything with them. And I'd show my friends and things like that, and they're all like, oh my god, man, that's so good, why aren't you putting that out? And I'm just like, I don't like it. It doesn't feel right. I'm not confident enough to put that out. I don't feel like anyone's going to enjoy watching that. So my friends were telling me that it's good and all this kind of stuff, and that was kind of building my confidence a little bit. And then I was like, right, this is what I love, all right? This is what I enjoy doing. I really want to do this, I've wanted to do this, I'm gonna do it. And it's almost like throwing yourself off a cliff with the hope that you're gonna learn to flipping fly. I just threw myself in the deep end. I uploaded a video, threw myself in the deep end, and thought, right, well, it's too late now to back down. I'm gonna have to go ahead and do it. So I threw myself in the deep end and I just committed.
Always go a little further into the water than you feel you're capable of being in. Go a little bit out of your depth, and when you don't feel that your feet are quite touching the bottom, you're just about in the right place to do something exciting.
And it's just that commitment that you have to have. You know, confidence almost comes in time. Confidence comes when you force yourself to do something. So you start vlogging, you don't have to upload them. If you start recording vlogs and you start recording videos, you'll become more natural in front of the camera, more confident in front of the camera, and then before you know it, you're vlogging without even thinking about what's going on around you. So I can now confidently walk down the centre of the high street in town with thousands of people around me, and all I'm focused on is what's in front of me. This little lens in front of me is what I'm focused on. So I could be literally walking down the high street like this with my camera in front of my face, and all I'm concentrating on is this little camera. And that's that. It's literally, it's come with time. When you're vlogging and when you're doing videos on YouTube, the more you release and the more videos you do, you slowly start to believe in yourself, and you slowly start to go, you know what, I think I've actually got something here. I'm gonna do more of these. And then you become more confident in what you're doing. So, you know, confidence is key. That's number 2. Moving on to number 3, the third and final one. This is possibly the most important one if you want your vlogs to stand out and you want your vlogs to be viewed differently. So number 3 is finding that thing that separates you from the rest. This is also known as a niche. This is something that separates you from other people that are doing the same thing you're doing. Casey Neistat is a perfect example of this. So he will record a vlog like no other. Before sort of Casey was, you know, doing YouTube, it was very straightforward. They'd hold out the camera, vloggers essentially would hold out their camera all day, talk to it, and then by the end of the day edit a 15-20 minute video of literally just talking, which is fine, which works really well depending on who you are. Syndicate does it really well, you know, and certain people still do it really well. I know Zoella does vlogs and they're like 40 minutes long and it's literally just her talking to a camera, but some people love that, some people don't. Casey doesn't. That's obvious. Casey likes to tell a story. He likes to make people know what he's doing, and he likes to do it well. So he's almost changed the vlog game. You know, since Casey became famous and since Casey started doing his vlogs like he does, everyone else has gradually changed and gradually almost moved over to the dark side. So now he basically has completely regenerated and remade the whole way that anyone vlogs, which is why I vlog how I do, which is why Alex vlogs how he does, which is why loads and loads of people vlog how they do, is because Casey has basically rebirthed vlogging essentially. So Casey has cordoned this niche, which is storytelling within a vlog, and it's cinematic and it's artistic and it's different and it's visually pleasing to watch. So instead of him just walking around and talking to his camera all day, he'll change his angles all the time. He'll have stationary shots. He'll have shots where he's walking through the high street or the, you know, main areas of the city and stuff like that. He'll have shots where he's filming something he's doing. He'll have drone shots in the sky. He'll film certain sequences and stop animations? That is it. Stop animations, whatever. He'll film stuff like that. And when he puts it all together, that makes a story. And then once he's done that, it makes the whole vlog more interesting without you even realising that it's happened. So when I say you have to find your niche, it doesn't have to be something that complicated. It can be literally anything. So at the end of my vlogs, I put a quote generally, and at the end of my vlogs for definite, I now put like a cinematic sequence or a time lapse or something that makes people, or makes me personally actually look forward to watching the end of my vlog, because I'm like, I really like that and I like the way it looks. So it's all about finding that little something that separates you from the rest. It makes you different and it makes people want to come back for more. That could literally be anything, whether it's just the fact that you've got a sort of comedy factor to it, so you're a bit funny and different, or whether it's just cut up loads, so it's really fast paced and fast moving, or you know, whether it's got really nice cinematic shots in it, like properly shot cinematic shots. Anything. It could be your music choice, it could be so many different things. You just have to find that niche and something you're comfortable with doing and something that you find interesting to yourself. So once you've figured that out, that will in turn make your vlogs so much nicer to watch for other people, and hopefully if it works and you do it well, it will bring people in and make people stay and subscribe and watch your vlogs more often, because they're looking forward to this thing that you do, this you. So let's recap on what the 3 points that I've just made. So number 1, the main one, the first one either way. Having that storyline and having that structure to each of your vlogs, that's very important within itself. So you have to know what your structure is going to be and how you're going to get from one area or one location to the next, and what transition is going to be in the middle. So you've got your house and then you've got the coffee shop. How do you get there? That's what, you know, everything you have to do interlinks. So that gives you your vlog structure and your content a bit more binding. Everything binds together and forms one long vlog. Number 2, the second one, probably one of the more important things, to be fair, is confidence. Like I said, confidence. You have to be confident within yourself, you have to believe in what you're uploading, and you have to like what you upload. So for instance, I filmed this same video earlier, but I just wasn't feeling it. It just wasn't right, so I've had to re-record it now, which has put me behind schedule a little bit today. But nonetheless, I'm creating something that I actually believe in, and I'm uploading something I believe in. I'm not just uploading something because it's easy. I'm doing it because I believe in it, and I wouldn't want to upload or, you know, share something with you guys that I don't believe in and I don't like. So that's number 2. And number 3, like I've literally just said, finding your niche and finding something that makes you you and your vlogs yours. So whether that be your music choice, your comedy value, your editing style, or, you know, whatever it might be, find your niche and find something that separates you from the rest of the vloggers. It's hard to do. I'm still working on it, but once you get there, it really does make a massive difference. So that's everything today, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. I really do hope this helped. It's sort of helped me in the past. These are the things that I believe in. These are the things that I try and practice as much as possible when I'm filming a vlog, and these are the things that I have almost told myself and taught myself over the last sort of 5 months, 5 or 6 months, however long I've been doing YouTube now, I can't remember. But yeah, that's it for today, guys. If you want to, you know, show me some of your vlogs, or, you know, if you want me to check out your channels, just link them in the comments below. You know, tell me to check them out. I'll try. I do look through all the comments. It does take a while, but I do look through all the comments and I do reply to them all. So in the comments, if you want me to check out some of your vlogs, you want some advice, you want me to comment on one of them, you know, just literally say it in the comments below and I will check them out and I'll let you know what I think and what you can improve on, or, you know, whether you're on the right track and whatever it might be. Let me know in the comments. If you want to see more videos like this, please don't hesitate to say so in the comments. Don't forget to subscribe. That's wrong, that's the wrong outro. Hold on, let me start again. Don't forget to smash that sub button, don't forget to smash that like button, and I will catch you in the next video. Let me take this lens hood off, hold on. Let me set that off so I can do this. Peace.